Hello subscribers and non-subscribers, and welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 4 Make America British again. So give me 1 second while I reorganize this, because of course the game likes to always reorganize the damn outliner every time I load the game, and it really gets annoying after a while. So, not quite sure what we're going to be doing this part. I didn't quite think about it. I do not currently have a coalition formed against me. It fell apart sometime in the last part. There is the option of potentially going to war with South Africa. You have an ally. That is somewhat surprising. Okay, but they're just a tiny nation out in the middle of the ocean there. Hey, Kenya, if I were to declare war on you, I would have to fight Ethiopia. And while I would love to finish you off, I don't really feel like fighting Ethiopia. Kind of annoying to fight, to be completely honest with you. Declaring war on either Malawi or South Africa doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things. Because either way, I end up needing to fight both of them. We're trying to improve relations with the Germans. Let's go ahead and just let the game run for a little bit. Yeah, we'll figure out what we're gonna do. I mean, we could stand to wait to get some more manpower. It's kind of the thing. It doesn't hurt if we could get more manpower. But it's not an absolute necessity. Game, I don't want to make Germany a rival, because I'm trying to improve relations with them, and it's kind of hard to improve relations with them if I decide that, hey, screw you, Germany. So, let's try not to say, hey, screw you, Germany. I don't mind saying that to India and Russia, however, because, well, yeah, that's just kind of whatever. I guess China's too far away to be, or for me to be able to rival them. Though, Russia's beating the crap out of Kazakhstan. And Armenia, who did you declare the war on? Kazakhstan, I kind of figured that. You're trying to switch Kazakhstan from a enlightened despotism to a constitutional republic. Yeah, you have fun with that, Russia. You have fun with that. And I can't go to war with Syria or Iraq, because that gets me war with the UAE, who I don't want to go to war with. I think if he was over in 3 years, okay, I guess we could do that. There's an option, at least. What are you doing? Why are the Italians and Greeks fighting in Turkey? I don't know, it makes no fucking sense, but apparently they are. Okay, game, you do you. It makes no sense whatsoever, but the game wants to do it, so the game's gonna do it. Now, see, if I were to go to war with South Africa, I would want to pull additional troops down there. Yes, that's fine. Go there. Could pull you guys, and I mean, if you guys declare war on me, the UAE is going to join in, because the UAE is my friend. We're not the greatest friends, but we are friends, and the AI will almost always side with the defender. So do I really need to defend my border with Israel and Iraq as much? Probably not. So let's bring some additional troops down to here. We're gonna go ahead and try a war with Malawi and South Africa. I don't really need the money, so we'll just support the mercantilist faction. We are currently still trying to get our military's built back up. Is our fleet out and about? No, it's not. Why aren't you out and about? Because I'm looking at the wrong fleet, for one. You did cancel your orders, though. Lubeck still looks like it's the greatest location for us. Yep. Let's go to Lubeck. And, making any light ships, game? Missile cruisers. I'm gonna go with no. Oh no, looks like there might be some. I probably told you to upgrade to like 150 or something. And it's just that the way the game works. Okay. Philosopher died. I'll take the theologian, because sure, why not? I could try to find something to do with all the admin and diplo power. Certainly isn't a terrible idea. You know, realistically speaking, Kuwait, I don't think I'm ever going to annex you. Because I'm not really planning to expand past the Suez. The only reason I own these is because I kind of had to take it if I wanted a bit of a buffer between that and the Suez. Or between the Suez and the Middle East. So, yeah. You know what? You can be a... March. I will subsidize your army. Ooh, okay. No, probably not, actually. It's 10% manpower. I will ask, though, that you embargo rivals. You're not paying taxes, so please divert your trade as well. Costs me 3 ducats monthly because of the current army maintenance. Yeah, sure, why not? I could fortify you, but I cannot build any more things there, so I can't actually do that. And I'm not going to give you 10% of my manpower. But you have fun, Kuwait. You build up your military. Truce with Poland expired. Exploit development? What is this? I don't know. Don't recall ever seeing it before. But it definitely shouldn't be anything new. So I just somehow never noticed that button the entire time this series has been running. More wars in the Caribbean. Brazil is now considered a great power. Where am I ranking? I am 5th. In the case of the Netherlands, mostly because they still have a whole bunch of daimyos under them, so they're getting 50% development there. The reality... Ooh. What the hell did you do? What the fuck? Germany. Seriously. You declare a war for independence, and then you decide, haha, just kidding, Holland. We don't actually want our independence. We just want to take 3... Yeah, it looks like just 3 provinces off of you. Because that makes perfect fucking sense, Germany. You give up on declaring your independence to take a couple provinces off the Netherlands. Oh, God, I can't understand the game half the fucking time. It does stupid shit like that. The way I see it, if you're declaring your independence, you should not have the ability to take anything. Literally, the only thing you should be allowed to do is get your independence. No taking land, nothing. So you either get your independence or you don't get your independence. It's the way I see it. Obviously, that's not the way it actually works, though, in EU4. And so, as a result, you can have stupid shit like that, where the AI declares its independence, but the reality is not actually trying to gain its independence. It's just trying to snag some land off of its overlord. Oh, military leader left us. Damn you, game. Oh, got 2 people sitting there. Don't need that. It's an increase to unrest. Or not unrest, attrition. Yes, construct more nukes. Let's improve the supply limit here. Oh, I can build something there. What can I build? Which is better? Well, there's basically no manpower there right now, at least. Looks like, at least right now, the best thing to build there would be a fusion reactor. So sure, let's build a fusion reactor. And France got a white piece because the AI sucks at the whole independence thing. Also, fuck you, Germany. I don't need to try and improve relations with you anymore. Let them in, because that's some extra manpower and whatnot. Which is certainly useful for us. Some base production in Northumberland. There we go. Got that up to 54. Not that it really matters. I mean, out of curiosity, just for the hell of it, if I ask you to break your alliance, would you do it? The answer to that is no. But Malaway, if I ask you to break your alliance, the answer is still no. However, you are more inclined to do it compared to South Africa. One of the reasons you're probably not willing to do it is because you own Madagascar, or at least a large portion of Madagascar minus 2 provinces. France? Wait, France, you got a white piece though. Oh no, okay, you got Ireland out. Okay, wait, let me look at this real quick. Well, one, Kosovo is the current elector of the EU, so that's a thing, apparently. France, it said you got a white piece with Ireland. How the hell can you get a white piece with Ireland if Ireland's still a daimyo with the Netherlands and you're still declaring your independence? Makes no sense. And technically your war declaration is against the Netherlands. You shouldn't be able to separately white piece out Ireland, at least in theory. Because Ireland is a subject nation. And subject nations aren't supposed to be able to engage in any diplomacy, at least when it comes to peace talks in particular. But okay, apparently that is a thing. I'm just, at this point, there's really no point in questioning it. It makes absolutely no sense, but oh well, can't do anything about it, so we'll just try to ignore it. Oh yes, I was looking to go and recruit another general. I kind of sort of forgot about that. So let's go and save up some military points to get a new general. There we go. So we don't have a lot of choices here. They are willing to be my friends, but why would I want them to be my friends? And they have over 100 developments, so not like I can use that as a jumping point to diplo-vassalize them. And in the case of Kenya, they just outright hate me. I can't say I blame them. Now, all of you consider this too distant of a war to be worth joining in on. If anybody's likely to do it, it is the UAE. They're the most likely to do it, but they're still generally inclined to say no. I will, however, go and spend some trust or favors to increase trust with them. Wait, how many is that? Okay, we gain a favor every year. For some reason, I thought that was saying we gain 8 favors every year, and I was confused because that would have made no sense. So, yes. You know what? I'm inclined to say let's declare it a Malawi, because they're the smaller and the one I can take the most of. They will probably get to keep Madagascar, because I don't think I'm going to bother going over there, but I at least take their African holdings. Or at least their continental African holdings. Probably should have had you wait. Yeah, probably should have waited a little bit before declaring the war in Iraq now. Really, Iraq? Our improved relations are not so hot, so sure, we'll send another guy back. And screw you too, Ethiopia. Declaring a war shouldn't result in, well, generally speaking, declaring a war shouldn't result in the coalition forming. I didn't realize Malawi owned that. Let's go and take that. Well, actually, we can't take that. Because they own... As long as their fleet is there... Oh, their fleet is leaving, so... Fuck you, Israel. Oh, shit. Just go there, you continue sieging. Where's the capital? There it is. Yeah, see, this is why you tell your people to stop drilling about a month or so before you send them out. No, just wait there. I sort of need these armies to separate a little. Where's your capital, South Africa? Just to make sure. Way down there at the tip. Okay. Okay, now you should be able to beat that army. Or not, because apparently that terrain modifier is significant. What the hell, dude? I don't know what the fuck happened there. I'm pretty sure we don't have the minus as a result of not having a ton of nukes, because... Well, this is a African nation, so I wouldn't expect them to have a ton of nukes lying around. No, we don't have the... You don't have a lot of nukes modifier, so we don't have a -5 or whatever it was to morale of armies, so I don't know what the hell happened there. I really don't. Came down to 3 speed. You know, go to Wayo. Or Wayao, or however it's pronounced. I'm going to recruit another general because, you know what, I can. Maintain that diplomat there in Ethiopia. Are you guys willing to accept a gift? You are. Okay, nope, gotta do shift click. Do a shift control, or yeah. There's some money, now get the hell out of here, Ethiopia. I don't need you being upset at me with a coalition. France did something to somebody else, to the Netherlands. They're still fighting their war and they are winning it, so I mean... Hey, maybe the game's gonna surprise me. And France is going to be the nation that doesn't go full retard and decide they don't actually want their independence, despite the fact that they declared a war for it. You continue to stay there. You guys move out. You move there. Wait for those guys to get locked in. Now you go deal with them. Wonderful. It'd be an army. Wait for those guys to get locked in. There we go. It's taking a little while. Where are you? Oh, you're running away. You know what? Try and follow after them. Malaway is deciding to sort of sneak up behind everybody. Luckily, South Africa doesn't have a lot of forts lying around, so the sieges are actually going fairly quickly. Because we're able to just kind of walk in and take stuff. Which is great at saving me time. I'll take the hit to Diplo power, because it doesn't actually hurt me much. I'm assuming you're trying to save Zanzibar. I don't honestly know what you're trying to do, but that's my best guess. Because otherwise it's a little weird. You're losing your general temporarily, so I can give it to, well... So I can give it to that guy and send him to Manica, or however it's pronounced, to go deal with the South African army that's going there. Oh good, we've dealt with the South African army here. I don't know where they're running to in the end, because the game doesn't tell me that. It only tells me the next province. So we're just sort of going to have to follow them. Which isn't an option that we actually have available to us. What is going on here? Oh, okay. Hey! Welcome, Malaway. You're going to get introduced to your home territories again with fire. So have fun. I don't think you're gonna quite enjoy it as much as you were hoping you would. Okay, now that's... No, they're just sort of going wherever the hell they please, so... You do you, Malaway. That's fine, though, because this other army should... Or, well... If they weren't so damn slow, they'd have been able to deal with you. These armies are just sort of... Oh, I didn't want you to do that. I'm going to recruit yet another general, though. You turn around, you go there, you... Go there so the game stops wanting to go there and then turn back around. You know what? Feel free to just sort of bum rush down to Cape. Actually, you know what? You're probably going to be needed to back those guys up. So, you know what? Go back them up. How are they winning? Okay, you got an extra fire. Okay. One extra fire I don't think should be quite changing the war as it seems to be, but hey, according to the game, fire, even if it's just one extra point, is apparently worth a whole lot. So we're losing some battles that, at least in my opinion, we shouldn't be losing. But oh well, I can't really do anything about it. Outside to get better generals, but there's only so much I can do to try and get better generals. So I can't make you a vassal because you're too large. But what I can do is say, thank you, Malawi, for existing. You no longer own anything in Africa. This, in theory, could result in a coalition forming against me. However, I think we'll generally be fine. Now, I could take some stuff off of South Africa as well. That is an option. I don't think I will do that, though, at least for this war. This will effectively end Malawi. I will say get rid of your alliance with South Africa. That generally is supposed to last, what, 10 years? Because I think it gives them the truce effect. So hopefully long enough for me to be able to declare war on South Africa again separately. Now, I think you can join a coalition even if you have a truce with the coalition target, which in my opinion is absolutely stupid, but there's really nothing I can do about that. That is just completely out of my control. But like I said, I think it is stupid if that is the case, and I believe it is. Because at least in theory, it should then be giving you the breaking truce modifier, but it doesn't because reasons. That is, again, just the way I see it. To me, the idea that you can join a coalition against somebody that you should have a truce with, again, that's assuming I'm remembering correctly. I could be remembering incorrectly. But I think I'm correct in that. See, I don't know what the hell they're doing with their armies. They're just kind of going all over the place. It seems like half the time. Since this is in Toy 4, I don't really give a shit if the enemy cuts off provinces behind me. Because it doesn't actually hurt me at all. Now, if this was Toy 4, it certainly would hurt. Because they'd be cutting off supply. Decrease the ship build time, wonderful, and assuming that's going to affect my ships that were already in the queue, that'll be potentially useful. I don't know what the hell these guys are doing, but if they just want to go all over the place, they can. I won't stop them. It is confusing me, however, that the enemy is all fleeing up into Ethiopia. Now, I could force South Africa to liberate some countries, which is an option. I might do it. It does open up potential targets. 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. I had to answer the phone. Let's try and finish up this war real quick. South Africa, who could I demand that you release? Just out of general curiosity when it comes to good people, particularly larger nations, if you don't mind. Mozambique is decent size. Namibia is also kind of decent size. Zimbabwe's decent. Zululand, yeah, not so much. Luba's too tiny to be worth it. And wow, Zimbabwe basically makes it where I can't really release anybody else. So I want to maximize. There's really nobody that's good. Namibia, okay, again, Namibia is not terrible. They're not on my border though, so it does sort of hamper my ability to deal with them. For example, I can't demand that they become my vassal. Well, I can, actually. They might accept, even. So, this is going to be what we demand of South Africa. That they release Namibia, Mozambique, and Kasenji. It makes them a little bit smaller. That's really the only reason we're doing it. Is it makes them a tiny bit smaller. You know what? Fuck it. Stop following them. I don't know what the hell the AI is doing. Fleeing up into Ethiopia. But if it wants to go to Ethiopia, screw it. I'll let it go to Ethiopia. I'm done chasing it. At this point, I just do not give a shit. I'll maintain the diplomat over there in Iraq. You go there, you go there, you go there. Okay, finally took that. Kuwait is on its way. I don't know where their army is now. I remember seeing a 20k or something, I thought, from them, but I don't know where it is now. Because now their armies just kind of seem to be going wherever. So I think I will need to beat the absolute living crap out of the entire South African military for South Africa to be willing to come to the table to talk. Which, I mean, I can do. It's a time-consuming process, but it is something that I can do. If absolutely necessary. No, South Africa, I'm not going to go with anything you're demanding for peace. We'll go with what I want, and, well, that's it. It's literally a my way or the highway situation here. So the sooner you decide to do what I want, the sooner you get to end this. Well, admittedly, you are annoying me by the fact that your armies seem to move a little bit faster than mine do. There we go. So that's the end of them. Gotta wait a little bit. But let's go ahead and move people back. To the borders. And I guess keep a couple people down here. And I gotta wait a couple of days for my diplomat to come back. Okay, Malaway. Let's just end this. I won't take your money. But apparently you're going to demand that I beat the shit out of your armies some more. Which is something I can do. I don't want to, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. But it is an option. So Namibia is not interested in becoming my vassal diplomatically, at least. But Kasenji and Mozambique are. Now, that might change after this. Oh no, it looks like they may not give a crap at all. I could though, however, give Mozambique a couple of their provinces back. Ibo. There's Ibo. However, that doesn't quite make sense. Well, certainly not Ibo. But, I mean, one province would improve relations with you. You hopefully won't be as pissed off at me as a result of this, so sure, we'll do that. I need to beat the crap out of your army, though, it seems. However, this is still annoying. The fact that you're making me do this. I shouldn't have to. You've lost. I occupy your homeland. Sure, you got some stuff over in Madagascar, and you'll get to keep that. And I probably won't bother trying to take it from you. So just finish off Madagascar, rename yourself to Madagascar, and we can call it quits. It's actually a fairly simple idea, to be completely honest with you, Malaway. So you just kill off Madagascar and rename yourself to Madagascar. Nobody will know. I don't even know where the hell all my armies are going, but we'll figure it out. I think I do have one guy sitting on the border over there with Mozambique. And I think I have like 2 people over there. I think I have 2 over there. I got one there, and one down here in Kenya. I guess I can put you there. Apparently we had a mission for that. I didn't realize. Sure, we can try and let our manpower recover, but that's largely dependent upon the AI not deciding to declare war on me because I'm big bad evil person that conquers Africa. At least as far as the game and AI are concerned. Syria would actually be okay with an alliance with me. Which is an option in the grand scheme of things. And it will generally keep them off my back. Oh, France, how are you doing? Well, you decided, never mind, we kind of like being under the Dutch at some point. I don't know when, but apparently you eventually decided that. We do need an alliance. I'm gonna go ahead and... No, I'll keep the guy... No, go put the guy out of Ethiopia. He's not needed there anymore. Mozambique. Because I own a core of yours. Ibo. The only reason I didn't give it to you, just so you know, because I didn't think it was gonna really work out, because it's way out over there. You don't even have a land connection to it. The Midley Namibia is probably thinking, what the hell, Britain? Why'd you think this was a great idea? So I would have to kill you, but I can't do that as a result of the truce right now. We'll go and improve relations with Kasenji. And can't do a real marriage, because I am a different religious group than you. You are Catholic. No, South Africa is secular. It's a little interesting that there is a bunch of Catholic provinces apparently way up here, in fact. And here's some money. Try not to go overboard with the money I give you. What the hell are you doing? Oh yes, I told you to go there, but then I sort of swapped the way this was going. Yeah, Kuwait, what happened to you? I swear you had an army of 20k at one point. I don't know what happened to it, but it seems to have just magically disappeared. US, what are you doing? Nothing. Right now, at least. Syria. You're outraged at me. Why? You were threatened by me just moments ago. Now all of a sudden you are outraged. Rah, how dare you? I don't know what I did to piss them off, but apparently I did something. So, here's some money, Syria. Leave me alone. And, you know those talks about an alliance between the two of us? Let's get back to that. That seemed like a wonderful time. At least in my opinion, it seemed like such a wonderful time when we could have been friends. Welcome aboard, Syria. We'll be best of friends for I don't know how long, because realistically speaking, I don't think I'll ever help you in a war. But you're kind of stuck when it comes to expansion anyway, so... do I have a gift that I can give you? I do. You know what, Iraq? Here's some money. I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do with it, so you can have it. There's 6,500. Stop being outraged at me. You're upset that I have an alliance with Syria and Turkey. I thought you were friends with Syria. No, you're not actually. You're friends with the UAE, who is friends, or was friends with Syria at one point. Oh no, the UAE is friends with Syria. Okay, no. Yeah. Iraq, do you just love the UAE that much that you're willing to ignore the fact that they are allied with Syria, whom you're upset at me for having an alliance with? I mean, sure, you're not that upset. It's only 50 points. You know, if you're feeling threatened by somebody, I guess it could sort of balance out, but... God, game. You make no sense sometimes. Okay, there's 10k. Okay, you do have 20k. I think, in all. It's just... For some reason, they're not all in one army right now. Oh, so let's go and placate you a little bit. Okay, well, that's going to be it for this part. The EU is still failing miserably at the whole collapse thing, which can largely be blamed on the AI deciding to fight the war for its independence, and then deciding, hey, we hit 50 war score in our favor to gain our independence, but getting the extra 50 necessary to actually gain our independence is a little bit too much effort, so we're just gonna decide not to do that. Yeah, that's EU4 AI at its finest. Doing something and then deciding at the end that it's too much effort to actually do what it decided it wanted to do. So, I will see you all in the next part where we'll be vassalizing Kasenji through peace. Don't know what we'll do at Mozambique. Namibia is okay with us. The main reason they say no is a distance between our borders, but you know what? I think it might be possible somewhat to kind of negate that. But we'll see. But yeah, don't know what we'll do. We do technically have a coalition formed against us of Iraq, Ethiopia, and Israel. However, Iraq should leave because I do have relations that are positive with them now as a result of giving them some money. And the only thing that matters when it comes to deciding whether or not, last I checked, for the AI to decide whether or not it'll join a coalition that has the opportunity to join is if they have positive relations with that nation or not. And, well, they got +5. Sure, it's only +5, but it is something. It might take a little while for the AI to sort of recalculate its choices, but at least in theory, it should eventually decide, you know what, we don't need to be in this coalition anymore. And honestly, if Ethiopia leaves, I think that'll be the end of it. And Ethiopia is more likely to leave because they're not as upset at us compared to Iraq or Israel. There's no way I can get my relations with Israel up enough, really. It's just not possible. Well, actually, that's not completely true. It is possible, but you know what? Let's extend the part just a little bit. We'll give it a shot. I mean, it doesn't really matter if I improve relations with Israel, because in the grand scheme of things, they're largely irrelevant to us. If only because they're so tiny. Sure, their independence is guaranteed by the U.S., but that's kind of the only reason they exist still. At this point in the game, if Israel didn't have its independence guaranteed by the U.S., they would have been swallowed up by Syria or Iraq ages ago. But because neither of them wants to go and fight a war with the U.S., obviously, because they wouldn't be able to survive it, they're all, wisely at least, deciding, let's not try to do that. So, let's go ahead and resave there. So I will see you all in the next part, where we will do something, I don't know what. It might be fairly peaceful because we do need to get our manpower back up. But either way, I will see you all in the next part, but until then, a goodbye and a farewell.